Hey, mustard on the beat, ho, Debo, any rat nigga, he a freak.
Hey guys,
Man,
it's Jada
damn,
the
call like
Stylist.
Timberlands.
Y'all
Tell him.
understand how hard it took me to get back in motion with recording. I'm so proud of myself. I finally got this. So I'm doing a shortcut. I'm doing a pixie cut, but I'm doing a pixie cut with curls. So I've already basically prepped my client, and what I'm gonna do is just put a cap over my client. So the type of wrap that I'm using is this a wrap strip. You could use, I don't know if y'all can see it properly, but let me put the lights down. But it's like a wrap strip. I don't know if y'all can see it, but this is what I use to basically protect my client's hair right along with the stocking cap. And what I like to do is trace my client's hairline with the glue so the cap does not roll up. Keep in mind that you're not putting the glue on the client's actual edges. You're gonna put it on the cap and the paper. Let me see if you could bring it to the side. So the paper stops a little bit underneath the glue. It's gonna go all the way around. What you're gonna do is take your Pump It Up or Fantasia holding spray. I like to use Pump It Up, and you're gonna saturate your cap with the holding spray. And this is very vital because what you're gonna do is put your client underneath the dryer for about 3 to 5 minutes. I say 3 minutes the most, to be honest, depending on what style you're doing. Once you do this and put her under the dryer is basically to trap the heat in between the cap. So when you styling the hair, the glue dries fast and you're able to move swiftly and effectively. I'm gonna put her under the dryer. We'll be right back. Alright, so the best pack of hair to do the 28 pieces, I like to use Janet collection. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that, but Janet collection is like my go-to when it comes to my pixie cuts. I also use straight hair, but not many of my clients like to use straight hair. They like to use the 28 piece Janet collection. So I get 2 packs of Janet collection to do her pixie cut. 28 pieces, you get 3 lengths. You got the long one, the medium one, and then the short one. You always want to start off with the short length in the back and then just work your way up. So normally what I do is when I'm teaching a person how to do a pixie cut, I like to section off just to give you like a visual. This is number 3. Back here is number 2. And the last one is number 1. So you have, let me see if I can show you guys. So this is 2, and then this is number 1. So you'll use your short length, your medium length, and your longer length. When I'm teaching my students on how to do a quick pixie cut without thinking too hard, I tell them to section off if they ever get distracted or confused when they doing their client's hair. So I'm just going to remove the cap. Take me out the trap, take me off the market, take me off the map. I'm trying to hit the group chat and tell them it's all rap. And this is what it'll look like. You gotta make sure that you take the cap from around the ears because you don't want the tracks to pinch your client's ears. So you want it to look like that, nice and clean. So when you lay in the tracks, it's not hitting their ears. and they're able to wear their style comfortably. And some clients, they have hair back here. You can go ahead and use your shears and just cut it down. I won't recommend shaving it because what happens is you create razor bumps when you're doing the styles, and it'll be irritating your clients, and then it's going to be uncomfortable because when you shaving the hair, you leaving the pores open, and with the 28 pieces, when you cutting the hair goes right into the open space, which irritates the skin, and it'll create bumps and irritation and so forth. So that's what I normally do. Remember that short piece that I was telling y'all about? You're going to start off with your short piece. So this is number 1. And don't use this method that I'm doing without properly taking care of your client's hair and protecting it. Because if you do, the glue will mat the client's hair and it will pull their hair out. So before we use paper to mold the hair down, and we also use the cap to put extra protection, the spray and soap bar, and then you're going to use the glue. So with the 28 pieces, I like to use a double width because the tracks have to be extremely close. Put your head down for me. So you're going to start from behind the ear, and you're going to go along the line of the back of your client's head for the first few tracks. For the first 4 tracks, I'm gonna say the first 2, 1, 2, which is gonna be double, which is 4. You're gonna go in the smile rotation, and after that, you're gonna go back and forth. Then you're gonna go back and forth. And make sure you do the tracks. When you land the tracks, make sure you pull the tracks and push down. All right, so we out of 1, we're entering 2, and with 2, you're gonna do the second row that I showed you guys that's in the pack of the jacket collection. This is the second row in the 28 pieces that you're going to use for number 2. And that's for the ear flaps, like I mentioned previously. And when you're doing the ear flaps, I'm going to show you guys how you're supposed to angle the tip of the tracks. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the tracks and you're going to turn it up slightly. Okay, so we into 3. So we in 3 now. And then now you're going to use the 3 layer on the 28 pieces. This is the long piece. We still doing double. Throughout the entire head, we're going to still use double. Double the tracks. What we're going to do is go back and forth. And sometimes when it comes to the front part, I do use 3. But this is like if you just starting to learn how to do 28 pieces, stick to the 2. This is for like a full look in the top. If you don't know how to keep the tracks close. Use 3 if you know what you're doing. Use 2 if you're learning. Just starting to learn. Only use 2 if you're just starting to learn. with the 28 pieces, it always comes with a small closure. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what it looks like. So this is the closure that comes with the 28 pieces. If you don't know how to close it up yourself, it comes with like a little topical two-page thing. And sometimes I use this and sometimes I don't. With my client, I'm gonna use it. And all I'm doing is cutting off the excess lace from the back. And once you free up the back of lace, I'm gonna show you guys how you prep it. You're gonna take your spritz and you're gonna spray the top of the closure area where you're gonna put it down at for more of a sticky surface. And then you're gonna take your topical toothpaste, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your glue on the lace area. And then you're gonna basically put it down and blow dry it. And here comes the fun part, the cutting. This is called a Dorco. This is my favorite things to cut my clients' hair with. You're gonna pick up the hair and go through it with your hands. You don't want to go right into it and do it like this because, again, you don't know if your tracks are closed. This is the safest way for you to cut the hair, because if you do it, go right in without holding the hair, you don't know what you cut, and you might cut a patch in there because you might not know how to put the tracks close. So what I like to do is pick my hair up and go right up in there. You're gonna start off with the longer tooth. You're not going to use this part to start off cutting because this will give you a hole in the head. Start off right here. You don't want no patches, so use a long tooth until you get the hang of it and you know what you're doing when you're cutting. So with my short comb area, I just like to go in and put a little bit more detail. Again, this is just me and my skills on how I cut hair. So don't copy if you're not, if you're not used to the short comb area. So I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna go ahead and I just want y'all to watch me see. I just want y'all to watch me cut my client's hair.
drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Oh, baby, you can give it something. Baby, I can run all the time. Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you running my space, but I need it, baby. I'm late, but I still can check in with you. I know that I need my friends, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know, I wouldn't wanna bleed. Even my heart, my mind, and my body. Go, baby, at last to my body so crazy. Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you running my space, but I need it, baby. I'm late, but I still check in with you. I know that I need my friend, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know, I wouldn't wanna bleed. Even my heart, my mind, and my body.
Okay, y'all, so I found some videos to delete off my camera so I can have space in my camera to record. So we back to the camera versus my phone. So what I did was basically I waved off her sides in the front of her hair because we're going to be curling her hair. And that's the exciting part.
So much weight. Have you thinking that
little hard.
Yeah.
So we're gonna use some Fantasia. This is like my favorite holding spray when it comes to like styles like this.
That's what that spray called. It was no, it was not the real Fantasia.
What's that?
The spray. I'm thinking the singer.
Offense.
When you had a holding spray.
No. You know, that's the throwback.
Yeah, that was no. I'm like, that spray smelled just like the throwback one. Then I looked up. I said, oh, that's the name to it.
Oh, you don't remember the name?
I ain't never cared to read the bottle. I just know it's a good, it's been a good spray.
Fantasia holding spray.
And I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Oh, baby, you can give it something. Baby, I do it all the time. Baby, I'm talking crazy.